gonna bring me down. This feeling got me flying high as a bird. I may never touch the ground. It may not be my birthday, but I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate, 'cause it's a good day, good life. I just wanna celebrate all night. There's magic coursing throughout my veins. I don't want it to stop. I feel invincible in every way. I'ma give it all I got. It may not be my birthday, but I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate, 'cause it's a good day, good life. I just wanna celebrate all night. There's nothing like feeling alive. It's your birthday. There's nothing like feeling alive. It's your birthday. I just wanna celebrate. I just wanna celebrate, 'cause it's a good day, good life. I just wanna celebrate all night.
hello there, a warm welcome to you. My name is Joshua Harrell, and this is Travel Quest Network's Weekly Chatter Live, our live stream to wrap up the week, share our wins and challenges, talk about a little bit about what's going on in our businesses, and just have a good old-fashioned chinwag, which we now know is a British term for a chat. So, it's called Weekly Chatter, and what's going on right now while we're broadcasting live on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, we're also broadcasting live into our members-only Facebook group. And that is where the chatter is happening. So if you are in our members-only Facebook group, make some noise, show some emotion, and just sit back, relax. We're gonna have a fun time for the next hour. I don't have a co-pilot today because many of our team are on their way to Fort Lauderdale for our road show in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, my hometown. I am so disappointed I did not get to go, but you know what? I got to go to San Francisco, Iceland, Ireland, England, the Netherlands, and France in the last 2 weeks. I think it's okay that I am not getting to Fort Lauderdale. But the team is headed down there. So those of you who are going, definitely let me know in the chat. I'd love to see who is going. It's gonna be a fun day, and we have so many of our travel partners there. It's going to be a grand event. But hey, that's tomorrow. This is the Weekly Chatter, and it's Friday. So let's kind of get into it. Now, one of the things, if you are new to Travel Quest Network, or maybe you're not a member of Travel Quest Network and you're just tuning in for the first time, this is, like I said, it's the chatter. So we're chatting with our members and talking about various different things. We do a couple of things on a regular basis. We even have a special inflatable guest. I'm just saying there's a story behind him coming back. He'll be making an appearance. We try to keep the hour fun. Hey, again, it's Friday. So you are welcome, obviously, to enjoy in the fun. And hey, if you haven't joined Travel Quest Network and you're thinking about it, maybe you should just join so you can partake in the chatter and participate the way many of our members are right now. So in my ear, I'm hearing the sound of, it goes click, click. It sounds like a little horse kind of walking. So I can hear that there are some comments in the chat. So I'm going to go there and see what's going on. I'm so happy. It's been a couple of weeks. I did not intend to be gone. I will just say that I have now learned I am never going to commit to live streaming from a cruise ship. There's a lot of work to be done on getting satellites a little bit closer to the ships in order to have reliable internet. So we'll face that challenge as it comes, but that is why I was not able to come to you over the last 2 weeks. So I hope you've got a lot of great wins and challenges to share. So it's not just the wins and challenges from this week. It's the last 2 weeks because we haven't been doing the show. So let's go over to the chat and see what's going on over there. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you guys here. Cynthia, hello, happy Friday all. Shelly is watching, Jen is watching, good to see you. Lena said, happy Friday everyone. Listening to the chatter while I drive home from Minneapolis from the Iceland trade show, which was fantastic. Well, Lena, Iceland is fantastic, and I can now cross that off of my bucket list. I think I still need to do a lot more because the Icelandic temperature was perfect for me. I slept so well while I was in Iceland. I didn't do as much getting around as I would have liked to have done. So anyway, I'm glad that you had a great time, and I'm glad that you're tuning in while you're driving. Please do not watch the screen. I'm going to try to not have any graphics on the screen because we don't need to have any incidents with Lena. So glad to have you here, Cynthia. Her win for this week: 2 cruise final payments, and also 2 other successfully traveled clients, a cruise and one in Ireland. Challenge. Well, first of all, guys, I have to share this with you. Those of you who have been tuning into the show for a while, know that I have loathed the sound effect I had for applause. Well, listen, I got something new. Okay, so that was for you, Cynthia. That was for your win. So exciting to see your progress in your business. You said challenge, finding out I had been a victim of identity theft. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Now I need like booze. I need booze sounds. Not booze as in liquor, but booze as boo bad. So sorry about that. That is awful. Um, I mean, but the thing is it happens to everybody, doesn't it? It's so scary to think about how much information, personal information, is stored and sent. I mean, through channels that can be interrupted or hacked. In fact, I think it's weird to me that one of the most secure channels to transfer information is by fax. So, yeah, if you ever have to do anything with a medical office, they want you to fax. Yeah, so I am so sorry. I hope you get that resolved super fast. Debbie in Washington, happy Friday, all. Danielle is watching. Bill is watching. Sarah, happy Friday. Sarah, I'm by myself, but I'm sort of not by myself. So if you are going to take a picture, I'm going to bring in my special inflatable guest, which sounds pretty awful now that I say it out loud. But if you want to snap a picture, since I don't have a co-host, I'm going to bring in Ferdinand the inflatable, what is he, a unicorn. So if you want to get a picture, this is for Sarah. Sometimes she puts a snapshot of the weekly chatter in her story on her on her Instagram. So I'm going to do a little pose for you. I hope that was good because it felt very awkward while I was doing it. Anyway, Ferdinand's going to come back a little bit later, and I'll tell you why he's here in the first place. Lisa's here. She said, I'd be there today, but it's my birthday. I'm in NYC and Wi-Fi is shoddy in Times Square. Happy Friday. Lisa, I am so, so jealous. I love New York. But yeah, hey, if the Wi-Fi doesn't work on a cruise ship, then Times Square, I can't blame you for that. Kara is watching. Good to see you. Misty is giving all the love and hearts. Love it, love it, love it. And so Kara said, okay, now I'm commenting on the right live. Hi from carpool pickup lane. Yeah, Kara. So now that we've turned this into a podcast, so if you do want to listen to this as a podcast, or if you are a podcasting person and maybe you watch this live, please subscribe to the Weekly Chatter Live podcast, because we'd love to have the subscribers. But yes, if now that we're broadcasting all these places, if you happen to be following us on our Facebook public page, there were people that were commenting over there that I didn't see. So only members only, because hey, it's kind of like a club, right? It's the members only club, and that's where the chatter is happening. So I'm glad that you're in our Facebook group, and commenting in the right area. Jen said, happy Friday. Welcome back. Thank you, Jen. Jen, I miss our time in Orlando. I'm just saying. We were together for a long time there, and now we've been apart. So I'm missing you. I was about to break out in song, but I'm gonna pause for a second and not do that. Andy said, when got invited to go on the NCL Prima using some of their marketing toolkit material with their hashtag. Ha 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 ha! Oh my goodness. Andy, Andy, I am so super proud of you. Take advantage of these opportunities that are out there with our travel partners. And you never know, you might be like Andy and get invited to sail on one of, well, obviously they've already done the NCL Prima, but I'm just saying, you never know what you might get. So when you get these great marketing assets that our travel partners put together, use them, use them well. Make sure you use that hashtag because those hashtags are important for discoverability, not only for maybe future clients of yours, but for the travel partners to see who is using their marketing. So those hashtags that they want you to use, that's why they're wanting to track the success of those marketing programs. And if you don't want to include their hashtag in the main post when you do it, just like our secret Travel Quest Network travel hashtag, where you can follow the travel adventures of our Travel Quest Network members throughout the world, you can put it in after you post, you can put it in the first comment, and those partners will still be able to find that hashtag. So that is definitely a way to do it. And since I mentioned it, if you don't know, we have a secret hashtag at Travel Quest Network. It's hashtag TQN travel. So not plural, travel. And if we just ask that you put that hashtag in as a comment, maybe the first comment after you post something on Instagram or Facebook, and it helps our members find your posts and see where just see what you're up to, as well as, you never know, we might just share it on our social media. So please use the hashtag TQNTravel, and you can just put it in. It's a secret hashtag, so you can just put it in the first comment. Anyway, that is my plug for that. Andy, I'm so excited for you. I part of where I was and why I got to go to so many places over the last week or so is because I was on the christening of NCL's Prima. So if you have any questions about the Prima, go ahead and ask those questions. I do have a video I'm going to share with you because I love whenever I get to go on one of these experiences. I like to do an attraction reaction if I'm on a theme park ride, or a cabin tour if I am on a cruise ship, or a room tour if I'm at a resort. I love to shoot these videos, and I try to do them before I mess up the room. However, because the internet was so bad the entire time I was away, I haven't gotten to share it. So I am going to share that in a little bit. We'll see how that goes. I mean, these are definitely videos that I shoot after I've been traveling and I'm exhausted, but I wanted you guys to see my cabin. So I will share that in a little bit. And again, ask me any questions about the Prima. I was there for quite a long time and got to experience so much. And yes, I cannot fit into even my jeans that have the elastic that stretch a little bit. I ate a lot because the food was so good. So anyway, I am so happy for you, Andy. Congratulations. That is such a big win. Let's see. Hannah said, "Happy Friday. My win was signing contracts with 3 new clients. Have 5 clients traveling currently, and setting up meetings with 3 more next week." That's amazing, Hannah. Congratulations. You got everything up in the air, right? You're trying to keep everything going at once. Challenge, tracking down my largest commission. I feel like I'm running in circles. So, Hannah, make sure you reach out to our agency services team if it's something that our team can help you with, or even if it's not something, a commission that has been paid to us already, where we would definitely be tracking that down. If we need to help you with the travel partner tracking that down, we can definitely do that. So please don't get frustrated. Tap us for help, okay? And I'm sure you would. So I'm just trying to make sure you know you are not alone, okay? And Angela, hi everyone. Angela is our marketing manager. I'm sure you've been hearing from her a lot lately. She has been touching just about everything that has been going out, and she is also responsible for getting you the network news every Monday. I hope you're liking the network news. Now that she's got control over it, it's turning into a pretty amazing weekly newsletter. And she is open to feedback. So please let her know if there's anything that you'd like to see more of, less of, or just something new that you'd like to have us add. Please reach out to her. She'd love the feedback. All right. Misty is sharing that her win is. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta make sure that I'm reading this correctly. My win is that I booked my first client in my niche. Yay! So, guys, when you give me comments like this, it's not. Unfortunately, we're not just talking at each other here. You got to give us some more information because now I know everybody that heard me say that, whether they are watching us live, they're watching it on demand in WorldVia Pro, or they're listening to it on the podcast. Now, Misty, we all want to know what your niche is. So please share that with us, and so we can talk about it. Carrie is giving me a comment about my fashion. So let's see if she's giving me a compliment or a read. So let's see here. Joshua, your shirt reminds me of the Sesame Street pinball counting song. They count to 12 and show a very stylized cartoon pinball. So, Kara, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I did not. I will now only ever see that. But if you guys do not remember that, I doubt, I mean, it was such an old animated piece, but if you watch Sesame Street in the 70s and the 80s, it used to have a little segment with a pinball machine or a pinball moving through, and it'd do this countdown. And go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it was just do 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 do, nice and 70s styled music. Now, Kara, since you brought it up, this has nothing to do with travel, but did you know that the voices on that animated cartoon clip? Those are from the Pointer Sisters, the group that gave us Jump for My Love, and I'm so excited, and so many other hits. So anyway, there we go. You didn't think that on the Weekly Chatter Live you were going to get a little music history there, but thank you, because now I'm only going to see that, Kara. You know that's exactly how it's going to go. Oh, excuse me. Amy said, "Hi, everyone," and Amy... If you don't know Amy, Amy has been one of our members for like 10 plus years. She has been helping with our agent profiler bi-weekly workshops, and she had to step in and take over last week's because of my internet issues, and I heard she did a fantastic job. We will be back next week with our agent profiler workshop, and you can find that on the events calendar in WorldVia Pro. That's only open to members of Travel Quest Network. It is definitely worth it if you're just getting started with agent profiler, or you've had a published profile. We show you the Travel Quest Network way to make sure that you maximize that profile, get super agent status. If you don't know what super agent status is, then we definitely will explain that to you. All of it is to help you get more leads from the free directory service agent profiler that resides on travelleaders.com. So anyway, I could talk for several hours about it, and that's why we have a workshop for it. So if you have not signed up for that workshop yet, not only do we start a new workshop series next week, but in that same calendar posting in the events section of WorldVia Pro, you can click on to register, and on the Zoom page, you can pick any other time. Maybe next week is not a time when you can join, but you can pick any of the other times, because we're going to be doing this all throughout the year, because We know how to make Agent Profiler work for you, and we're just never going to stop. This is our mission. This is our mission in life right now. All right. And Lena, who is listening to us and not watching video of the show, she said, "LOL, LOL. Of course, no watching, voice and audio only." So I love it. And Kara said, "I got to meet Lena today for the first time at the Iceland Trade Show in Minneapolis. Congratulations! See, I love it. We are the world." Okay, I don't know where that came from, but it had to bubble up. I love when our members get to meet. Those are serendipitous moments. Not only do you get to meet at things like our events like Travel Quest World and the road shows, but these other events like the Iceland Trade Show, or Delta Vacations University, which is coming up in Atlanta. Is it next weekend? I think it's next weekend. So I can't wait to see those of you who are coming to that. Let's see here. All right, Sarah, I'm going to skip over your comment about booze, but duly noticed or noted. Let's see. And Hannah said, "What? Two of my favorite Travel Quest agents in one place? How fun, ladies. Wish I could have joined you." So Lena and Kara meeting up in Minneapolis. So cool. Lisa said, "Hi, happy Friday. Watching from my room at Embassy Suites in Fort Lauderdale." So I would say that Lisa is going to be at the road show tomorrow. You are going to have a grand time. I cannot wait to hear. Lisa, make sure you take pictures. Please share them on Facebook so we can all see. Brian has joined us. Welcome, Brian. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, wait a minute. Lena has a couple, we haven't done the show in a couple of weeks, so she's got a couple of wins to share here. And let's see here. Recent wins include closing my very first river cruise sale. Yes. And also just in general, getting more quality inquiries. Like, for example, I just had a Portugal request come in that had a very nice budget. So I'm excited in the direction that things are moving for my business. Kudos to you, Lena. And I want to give you kudos too for just acknowledging that you're seeing a shift. So often as entrepreneurs, we're kind of in the groove that we're not, things are coming at us. Good things are coming at us. But maybe we're not noticing trends. Maybe we're not taking a moment to say, you know what? I'm doing pretty good. So kudos to you. Glad to see that. I'm glad to see the win for the first river cruise. Those are some nice commissions. So I'm sure you're happy about that. But nice to see that you're seeing a change in direction, and you put out that great content. I follow you on Instagram. I was loving some of your posts, or not that I didn't love all your posts. I'm just saying I noticed the posts that you put up. And Lena, if you'll do me a favor, will you drop in the comments your handle on Instagram so anybody who's not following you can follow you and see some of the content that you posted recently. And you know what? I am so glad Misty caught this, that Lisa said when she was talking about being in NYC. She said it was her birthday, and I didn't even say happy birthday. So Misty is saying happy birthday. And Lisa, I know that you are a singer and a coach, a vocal coach. So I'm going to do my best. Don't be too critical, but everybody, join me wherever you are. If you are in the car like Lena driving, or you're in the carpool lane with Kara, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Anyway, don't judge that, Lisa, because I know you're a great singer. So anyway, happy birthday. So glad that you tuned in. Brian said, happy Friday. Let's see. Katie said, Kara, so great to see you. Lena, Aaron, there's so many names, Rochelle, and more. It sounds like in Minneapolis, this Iceland trade show was off the hook. So glad that so many of you guys got to get together. Oh, and Teresa you know, you go by Terry, right? It's not Teresa. It's not Teresa either. I believe it's Terry. I always second guess myself. Please do not shoot me. But you, you are also in the Embassy Suites in Fort Lauderdale. Looking forward to tomorrow's road show. So glad that you are going to make it. All right, so I am going to pause for a second because you guys can get me just chatting away here, and I love it. I could do that for obviously an hour, but I'm going to come back. So keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming. Again, I was just on NCL's Prima at the christening. It was very, very cool. The ship is beautiful. It's got a lot of very cool outside space. The design is not as wide open as a lot of the newer uh, cruise ships. This is a whole new class of ship. Um, However, now when we were in the cold areas in Iceland, it was cold. We were kind of all crammed into these little spaces that all were very neatly themed. But what I could tell is when we got into warmer weather, there's all this outside seating that's connected, almost like little restaurants that have indoor, outdoor seating. So as we started to get into the warmer weather into France, it you really everybody spread out, and there was plenty of shady places. If you know me, you know that I'm anti-sun. So being being able to lounge around, kind of connected to a restaurant, or just lounge around and be lazy and watch the sea and watch things go by as we're floating along, was a very cool thing. Lots of spaces like that. So it's a very, very neat ship. Very interesting christening experience. Katy Perry was the godmother, so I got to see Katy Perry perform, and that was very cool. Also got to see Orlando Bloom, her husband, and I didn't get to meet them, so it was not a meet and greet, but just got to see them. Had some great entertainment. Fortunately, my friend Sarah, who is a travel pro, really organized, making sure that I got into all the entertainment that I wanted to get into. And I was very surprised when she sent me my itinerary because I got to see Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan and Kool and the Gang were also performing on this christening. So I'm just gonna say, I did Shaka Khan. That was such a cool surprise. I've never seen her perform live. It was amazing. So I know that that's not very much about the Prima. That's more about a christening event. But even though I wasn't able to communicate with you guys and do the weekly chatter, man, oh man, that was a fun time. So I also want to talk about, Andy won a trip on the Prima because he was using the marketing that NCL put together, made sure that he used the hashtag that they wanted him to use. So he got special recognition for that. I want to call out that I believe I had this number correctly, but there are, after the christening event, then there's numerous inaugural sailings that are going on around the country. And we have 25 of our members who are going to be on these inaugural sailings, and I am just so excited, and I'm just overjoyed that so many of you get to experience the Prima, and that NCL was so gracious in giving us that space for you, so you could experience this whole new class of ship. I do have a video, like I said, that I'm going to share with you. I'm just trying to figure out the right time to share it with you because I did watch it right before we went live, and I thought, I look a little rough, but it's about the cabin, right? It's not about the way I look. Anyway, just very, very excited about that. And since we're talking about NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line, I want to make sure those of you that may have missed it. It's been in the network news. It's been in Facebook, but it's also been in WorldVia Pro. In WorldVia Pro right now on the home page, when you log in, scroll down to the bottom, and you will see where you can download the Norwegian Cruise Line European uh, cruises playbook that we put together. So this is something that is pretty evergreen. This isn't a special promotion. This is us collecting lots of different marketing assets about their European product, putting it together for you with social posts, voicemail scripts, a one-to-one email samples in there, just really kind of tying all those marketing pieces up with a bow and giving them to you to not only help you put together marketing around their European product. But with each of the playbooks that we do, I hope that you look through them, even if you're not going to use them. Maybe cruises, maybe you're not into cruising at all. But please take a look at each one that we put out, because we try to put good marketing practices in those every single time that we put those together. It's a way for us to communicate even some of the things that are trends that we're starting to see in social media, in email marketing, and just overall enhancing your marketing expertise. So whether you use our marketing playbooks or you are going to a travel partner and pulling their assets like Andy had done, you can maybe look at it a little bit different and maybe add a little of your own seasoning into that mix. So please take a look. That is on WorldVia Pro right now, and you will see it. In fact, I think if you just even search Playbook in the search bar at the top, it'll come up. The other thing I want to hit on. Sorry, I've got my notes here. That's what I've got to look down at. Did discover that our dream team, our Travel Quest Network dream team, which is our special group of our members who specialize either exclusively or partially in Disney destinations. We have our Travel Quest Network Dream Team that's been around for a couple of years now. And some of you that are tuned in live right now are a part of that Dream Team. But we did discover that the link to sign up for the Dream Team was not in WorldVia Pro. So we have corrected that. If you just type in Dream Team in the search bar in WorldVia Pro, you'll find out a little bit more about it. It's a monthly video call. There's an application for you to apply. You have to have your College of Disney Knowledge certificate in order to be accepted into the Dream Team. But it is an awesome way to connect with Frank, our account manager over at Disney Destinations. He's not just talking about the stuff he normally talks about, or he would talk about on his Fridays with Frank. He is speaking only to Travel Quest Network and how to build your Disney Destinations business. So if you have your certificate or your College of Disney Knowledge, or the moment you get done with it, please join the Dream Team. All you have to do is search for Dream Team. I know it's there because I just put it up there. You'll find out a little bit more information about it, as well as the link to apply for the Dream Team. Please take advantage of it. I get to participate in the meetings almost every month, and I think it's a grand time. And those of you who are tuned in right now, if you are in the Dream Team, if you could give a shout out to the Dream Team, because some of you have been with it since it first began back in, what was it, 2019 or 2020? It's around then. It's been going on for a while. So please look at that. Also, in network news this week, the Britta announced that the 3 new newsletter templates for Email Plus dropped. So you now have got those 3 newsletter templates that you can grab, and you can use as they are. Maybe you could tweak them up a little bit. You can add to them, but they are in Email Plus and ready to go. So we were a little bit behind in August in getting that getting those out. It was actually absolutely my fault, but she made sure that the September ones got in there. So if you are in Email Plus, please take advantage of that. All right, so those were the updates that I had. And this is kind of the point in the show when I like to go over our top sales. So now I'm not going back, and if any of you need to know where you ended up in the last 2 weeks, you can hit me up, joshua@worldvia.com. I would be happy to look that up for you. I just have not it's Angie on our team, not Angela, who I was just talking about, puts together in the network news and handles all of our marketing. She has now been compiling the sales numbers. So every week, if you are new to the weekly chatter, we go over the top 3 individual agents' revenue that has been invoiced within Commission Manager. So just to back it up, when I say revenue, I'm talking about commission, because commission is how you make money. So not top line sales, not the overall package price that you sell. It's what you get in commission. That's considered the revenue. So we rank all of everything that was invoiced for the last week. We rank that, and these are the top 3 by volume in revenue. I know those of you who come to the show all the time, you hear me stumble over that every single time. I just like to try to make it really clear. This is the anticipated commission that was invoiced over the last week. Now, what I love about what Angie has done is she has not only given me the numbers, okay, she's given me a little bit of that detail behind it. So I can now tell you a little bit about how these numbers came to be, which just kind of helps put it into perspective for you. So without further ado, which I hate that. I hate when people say without further ado, and I hate when people say piggyback. Both of those, I don't know why they get me, but they get me. So I'm going to retract that statement, and let's just get on with the top sales positions. So the first position. All right, and I got the applause ready. $15,770. Yay! So, and I gotta stop that. The one thing about my applause sound effect is it goes pretty long. So just to give you a little breakdown on how this. And these are all by individual agents. These are not pulled together by agency. So if you are an agency with multiple agents, every agent is ranked separately in these numbers. So this is by an individual agent, invoiced by an individual agent, $15,770. And this was a mixture of NCL, Princess, and Viking River. So I thought that was kind of, I mean, it's a sweet mix right there. Good brands. The one thing I'm gonna tell you about what I noticed and what Angie gave me is Viking was all over the place in terms of our top 3 in sales. So for first position, NCL, Princess, and Viking bookings. Our number 2 position. That is Holland America, Princess, Viking River, as well as Viking Ocean. So kudos to you for getting a little mixture of Viking in there. But like I said, Viking was all over the place in the top 3 positions. And our third. Oh, you know what? I can't remember if I actually said the amount on number 2. So the number 2 is 11,607. Again, my mind could be going bad. On the third position, it was $10,004. $10,004 in anticipated revenue that was invoiced in the last 7 days. and that was, again, Viking, and there was a little bit of Sun and Fun Delta Vacations there. So kudos to our top 3 positions. Very, very good to see those numbers, and I hope you enjoy a little bit of the color behind those numbers. I have to thank our staff accountant, Angie, who is putting this together for me. So, we're trying to keep it interesting, trying to keep it lively around here. All right, so I wanted to explain. So a while back, a friend of mine gave me this inflatable rainbow unicorn, and I named him Ferdinand, and he sat in the box for a while. And I said, well, you know what, I got a lot going on in this background here in my office. I feel like Ferdinand could come out, and we could do a little bit. I didn't want it to be like Kermit the Frog, but I know it's kind of borderline a little bit. So I just thought he'd be a cute little add to the weekly chatter. Now, those of you who are listening to the podcast, you don't get to see this beautiful inflatable rainbow unicorn that I have here. But the reason why he's back, because I swear my boss would be like, why did you bring out the inflatable unicorn, is I'm walking through France, and I go through a tunnel, and there is a giant painting of this exact inflatable unicorn. And I took a picture of it. I put it up on my Instagram. But I'm just saying, something was telling me, hey, you need to bring back Ferdinand. So anyway, that's why he's here. But what Ferdinand brings is a little question here. And I'm going to put this out there. This has nothing to do with travel. This just has everything to do with having fun. And I know I can hear you guys are commenting. I'm getting the little sounds. But the question is, and I just want you guys to answer this. What do you think? Let me say this. Let me rephrase this. What are you most likely to splurge on? All right. So what is your guilty pleasure that you will spend money that you really shouldn't have? What would you spend? What would you splurge on? So just drop that in the comments. That's just for fun, right? It has nothing to do with travel, but that's what Ferdinand brings to the show. And thank you, Ferdinand. We'll get to those answers in just a minute. Now, I want to tell you, I told you that I've got a video that I want to share with you. Mind you, I shoot these videos right when I get into my room, get off of a brand new ride at an attraction at a theme park, or right when I walk into my cabin on a cruise ship. So we're gonna go over to some video, and you got to tell me if you like this or not, because I've never done this before. Normally I just post it out there on social media and people get to see it, but I'd like to share with you my first impressions of my cabin on Norwegian Cruise Line's Prima. So here we go. Hello. It's me, Joshua Harrell, and I am on Norwegian Cruise Line's Prima on the christening sailing, and this is my cabin 14134. I thought I would give you a quick tour before I moved in, before the luggage gets delivered. Sorry for that, if that was loud in your ear. All right, so obviously, gorgeous view. Right now, we're in Reykjavik, Iceland. So I'm gonna take you out to the balcony in a minute, but first let me just show you the stuff. All right, your extra pillows, closet space. I have to say, oops, I don't know if I got all the way down. All right, there's your little underbit. I kind of like the fact that it's wide open, because when you've got the doors and everything, it just kind of makes everything, I don't know, feel a little tight. So here we go, more closet, and there looks like there's something here. Look at that little shelf if you need it, which I might, or I might not, and I can just lock that away like that. Down here we've got some bins for storage. That's pretty clever, pretty excited about that. That's where panties and socks are going. That's what I'm thinking. What about you? I don't know. All right, let's see. Does this open? No, but this door does close. So you don't have to have everything wide open, but you do over there. Anyway, mirror. We've been talking a lot about mirrors lately. I don't know. I'm not obsessed with myself, I promise. All right, now let's go into the toilet. Let's see. Ooh, look at this. Lovely colors, artwork. It's quite a nice size bathroom. I love the decorations on the wall, the shelves. Huge sink. Look at the sink. Huge sink. Nice countertop space. Pretty happy with that. Let's look at the shower. Showers on ships normally not that big. This one I'll take in here with me. It looks like, I don't know. It looks like we're pretty big. So I should be pretty happy with this shower for sure. Hey, I like the colors in here. It's very soothing, modern. There's an element of earthiness to it. I like that, the element of earthiness. All right, let's get out of the toilet. We don't need to stay in here. Okay, now, I can't wait to get to the window. I'm very distracted by the window. Here we have the little settee, and look at the artwork. Look at the artwork. Again, kind of modern, earthy. That's like crystals. Got some crystals here. I don't know what type of bird this is, but very pretty. We're gonna call this Butterfly Lady. Very, very pretty. And if you know me well, you know that I love dahlias and peonies, and roses too. So I'm thinking this is probably a peony or a dahlia. So I like that. Again, here, beautiful colors. Let's see, we've got, I don't know, little modern light fixtures on the bedside table. We've got a nice desk area that should do well for doing a little work. Here is a little fridge area with some water. Thank you for the water, Norwegian. I appreciate that. Look at a little stumpy stool. Look at a little stumpy stool. You see it? It's kind of cute. Can sit here and kind of look at myself, get ready for the day. I don't know. Be kind of fun. All right, and I have to say that my last, the hotel I just stayed at in the city, I forgot my converters. So quite happy to see that we've got the different, let me see, are you able to see what I'm pointing at? Yes. We've got some different options here going on, so I'm covered. I will make sure I have plenty of converters at my house. So that is a tip for cruising and just travel in general. Carry your converter with you all the time. I'm just saying, even if you look something up. I didn't look it up, so it was my not being prepared. So I've got some notes on the day on the table here. Because it's the christening, there's going to be some special events. So they've given me some information on that on the bed. But let's go outside. Let's go outside on the balcony. I mean, look at this. Look at how much light. Oh, and there's birds. Oh, I feel like I'm David Attenborough. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Nice. Look at these little, very modern outdoor chairs. I feel like I just overused the word modern, but I've been on quite a few ships that have been pretty dated. That just looks like your grandma's kind of beach chairs, so, or lanai chairs. So I kind of like the grays, and I like the shapes of everything. But I just Iceland is gorgeous. This is my first time here, first time in Reykjavik, and I was in the city yesterday, but here we're on the water, and look out just at this view. I mean, so stunning. Look at it. And the thing is I know, I mean, Iceland, everyone talks about Iceland as it's gorgeous, and it truly, truly is. Um, Now, this trip is all about the Prima, and it's all about this whole new class of ship for Norwegian. So, I'm gonna try to keep you up to date on everything that I discover as I get around the ship. But I'm going to tell you, this entire trip is going to be filled with firsts. So, while I get to explore Iceland, I hope to share a little bit of that with you. We're going to Cork. We're going to France, and I can't think of the name in France. We're going to a place in England as well. So this is going to be a cool journey. But if you are booking cabin 14134, I have just showed it to you. I think I'm the first person to sleep in it, so I will take good care of it. But this is an experience. The Prima is an experience already. I can tell you, the just boarding the ship, so stunning. And I that's it. I've only been on like 2 levels so far, and then come to my stateroom. So I have so much more to show you, but this was my cabin tour. Wish you were here. All right. So let me know if you liked me putting in that video into the weekly chatter. I just definitely wanted, since I was gone for 2 weeks, I wanted to make sure that I shared with you my experience that was supposed to go out the moment I did it. Obviously, it didn't. And I just want to tell you, I can be wowed very easily. And I spent a lot of time talking about that wobbly stool, the little, well, oh, look at the wobbly stool. Yeah, it was cute and all. However, when I was able to do Teams meetings and I was and we were sailing, the wobbly chair really did wobble. So I was all over the place. Actually, I think I might have been on the all call during one of those, and it yeah, it was a little too wobbly. In fact, somebody that I met on the cruise said that in order for them to do work, they had to pull their couch, their little settee, close to the vanity in order to have some stability. So I think it's great if you're putting on your makeup, doing your hair, writing a little postcard, but long periods of sitting, the wobbly chair was wobbly, even though it was cute. So I got wowed by that. Anyway, yeah. So it was a lot of fun, and I do have a lot of photos. I will gather those up and share those as a photo album on Facebook. So you guys are welcome to use any of the photos. I'm not in all of them. I do try to be in most of them, but I'm just saying you can use any of my photos if you want to use them to show off either the Prima or some of the places that we visited on that sailing. So I'll get that up as soon as I can. As I said, I've been gone for a while, so playing a little bit of catch up. Part of that catch up is loading up some of our events, our upcoming events for next week. We have a special session with Delta Vacations on the 13th. On the 14th, Holland America is joining us. And on the 15th, we have Charisma doing a session with us. And you will be able to see those on the event calendar in WorldVia Pro, as well as in Facebook. Just give us a little bit to get those all loaded up. But looking forward to the week ahead. Of course, I mentioned earlier the Agent Profiler Workshop. Just so you know, the workshop works, and it's described in the calendar or in the events section. It's the first day, or the first session is scheduled. That's the one that you picked. and we go through some work, and then there's work that you have to do between the first session and the final session, which is 7 days later. So it's the first one you sign up for, then 7 days later, that next Thursday, is going to be not a published event. You're going to get a link to that separately, but that is where your final session in the Agent Profiler workshop. So that's why it's every 2 weeks that we have the sign up for these workshops. So think about it as it's the class of whatever group. That's a cohort of fellow members of Travel Quest Network who are powering up their Agent Profiler the Travel Quest Network way, and it's been a lot of fun since we started. So I hope you can join. But that is already up on the calendar, and we've already been talking to a few of you who are already in Fort Lauderdale for the Fort Lauderdale Roadshow, where our team is getting together with a bunch of our travel partners for one of our one-day roadshows, which it's a massive event. It really is. I mean, it's action-packed all day long. But if you are anywhere within flying distance of getting to LAX on September 24th is our roadshow in Los Angeles, very near LAX. Pretty easy airport to get to. So if you would like to be a part of the Travel Quest Network Roadshow Magic, please register. You can register for that event and find out where it's going to be, all that information on the events page, either in our members only Facebook group, our public Facebook page, or of course WorldVia Pro, your agent hub. And you can use the coupon code Roadshow100 and you can get in for free. So that is something extra special. So make sure you take advantage of that, because that's not always going to be the case. But we are very happy that our sponsors are so excited to get together with our members that they enabled us to offer that coupon code to you. So please use that for either the LAX one, or we've got in October we've got the Atlanta Roadshow, and then we have Newark in December. So got a couple of road shows happening. I hope to see you at one of those. Yeah, so those are the events. Now, the fun question that I asked you, just, not travel related, what would you splurge on? And I'd like to go through some of the answers I see here. Hold on one second. Lena said travel. So I said not travel related, but Lena turned it in. She was able to flip it around and make my question about travel. I love it, Lena. Debbie said wine. I like that one. Teresa said artwork during travel, which I'm going to take that to mean that you like buying artwork in the different destinations you travel to. I'm the same way with jewelry. I'm just saying, I didn't know that was a thing for me, but it was a thing. And yeah, let's just say I spent a good bit of money on jewelry on this last trip. And here comes Cynthia. She said jewelry. My jewelry cabinet is huge. I love it. Kara said unique experiences, shows, or activities. I love that. And Kara, I bet you make sure that you incorporate your family in that. It's not just about you, because I know how you are. You are very much about your family. I love it. Jen said, I'm most likely to splurge on a vacation. Bridget said, anything Mickey shaped. I love that. Michelle said, first class tickets is my dream, but I don't actually splurge on it. I like that. Crystal said unique experiences. Jennifer said travel, techie things, yarn. I love to crochet. I think that's fantastic. You gave me quite a lot. Hannah said clothes. I love clothes. I need another closet. You and me both. I've got rolling racks in my dining room right now. Oh, and Kara was asking about the camera that I used during the cabin tour, and I just want to show you. It was when I was at Disney at the Magic Kingdom. A travel advisor was doing a quick little segment. And normally I would do it on my phone, but the phone is kind of bulky and whatever. This is a DJI. I don't know if it has a better name, but it's a little tiny camera and it has a face follow. So it's very, very easy to shoot. I can shoot something else or I can shoot myself with no trouble. So I'll drop a link in it so you can learn more about it. But I think it was an excellent add to my toolkit. And you guys have added a lot more comments. It is the end of the show. I hope you had a great time with this week's Weekly Chatter Live. I know I did. Those of you who are going to be joining us for the roadshow tomorrow in Fort Lauderdale, I hope you have a lovely time. Those of you who are hanging out at home or doing something extra special with your friends and family or just solo, have a wonderful weekend and see you next week, same time, or same bat time, same bat channel. Is that how it went? I think that is how it goes. All right, take care of yourself so we can take care of each other. See you.